Namaste and welcome to class in this chilly day here in the mountains of Wakefield. And thank you so much for sitting with me with your undivided attention. And today's class is about wealth and how we have been induced to believe that wealth is currency. And we have put all our efforts to create more currency. And in that will reassure our first chakra that we are grounded, that we're safe, that we are secure. But what we have not understood, it's how the current or the meaning of wealth in creation really is, and how through the forces of the ones who want to control humanity, who want to keep it in a poor state, they have divided the information in a way so you cannot make sense and move towards your birthright. The original information of wealth is related to the flow of life. Any flow brings wealth. Any exchange, any contact, any sense of belonging brings wealth. The attention, it should be more in the flow, in acknowledging that when we let go of the obsolete and we pay attention to the call of that passion, to that incentive that comes from within, so passionate, with such a clear state, that union of detachment and partnership with a new flow is wealth. It brings wealth, not only in currency, but in the three types of wealth. The number one, the wealth of knowledge. If you have awareness, if you have knowledge, if you have that cognitive intelligence, you're wealthy. Because you have the ability to manage the flow, to manage the currency. Then is the wealth that is produced by movement, by the cycles. If you give me $1 and I pass it on 2 and 3 and 4, that circulation within you of energy within the chakras create enrichment in all aspects of yourself. It's the wealth of flow. It's the wealth that makes you curious to move on things. And in the way that you move things, not only things, but your energy, you're contributing. You are not holding on it. And here comes a very important concept, which is you cannot be wealthy if you are possessing things. You possess your ideology, you possess your objects, you possess your relationships, you possess anything that makes you with identity, anything that you think is mine. With that attachment, you are not flowing. So, but here's the trick. If you have a relationship, if you have a house, if you have money, you have to own it. meaning to take care as you are a mother. It means that you are investing in that caring. You're maintaining the relationship. You're being present in the relationship. You are nourishing, but you are not possessing. That's a big difference. In owning, you have a sense of belonging. The world belongs and is owned by you, and your decisions get impacted in the whole. So the sense of belonging is part of your third wealth. If you are not possessing, but you are letting it flow, if you are taking care of it, you have the great wealth of, I won't say motherhood, but of nourishing. And that is so, so important in these times. So, what had happened in the human brain is that these forces that are interested in keeping us poor and slave have divided the information in two. One is the currency, the actual matter of things, the house and the objects, etc., that they have separated or not linked. They have the link in our brain with flow. So all our attention, all our efforts goes towards production, to have something, to have the currency, but we have not really connect with the actual current. If we put together that the current is the one that creates currency, and that is our birthright, and that we have to be aware that not to possess it but to own it, you are okay. Wealth will flow. So wealth is not a concept. Wealth is a vibration of life because it's abundant. Earth demonstrates its incredible generosity at all times, to keep giving in cycles, but it keeps giving. So it is important to acknowledge that in that cycle, you are meant to circulate your knowledge, to circulate your goods, to circulate your relationships, to circulate locations in order to maintain certain frequency of wealth. If not, then you are stuck in the currency, but the currency won't have the flow. You may have a lot, but you won't see or feel that expansion, that limitless, that the life flow brings as a wealth. Hopefully this is helpful, but here your homework. What are the things in your life right now that you are possessing and not owning? If you are possessing, you are sink into stagnation, into inertia. If you are owning, you have the sense of care, ownership, partnership, companionship, generosity. All this come together. So make a list and start owning what are you possessing and releasing the possessions that are not really part of your true identity. Make notes, and I will see you in our next class. Namaste.